All right. I think we are live. Okay. Um, Hello. I wanted to come on and say hello to everybody. I was having a little problem getting myself live. It looked like I got myself out here. Um, but anyway, welcome to tax year 2023. It is January 27th, 2024. And we are just about to start our tax season where we are preparing your income tax return for income and all of the fun you had in 2023. So I wanted to greet you all and say hello, let you know the tax season is starting, starts on Monday, the 29th. And the all the dates are available on my website in terms of um, when in-person meetings are, when you can schedule in-person appointments, and things like that. My scheduler is updated so that you can go ahead and schedule virtual appointments and phone calls should they be necessary, or so you can go ahead and schedule in person if you'd like to come out to Tracy and see me in person. Those are ready. So we're ready to get started. So let's get started. Just a couple things I want to remind you. I've emailed out the um, the welcome letter, the engagement letter, the questionnaire, the and things like that. So we're ready to get started. I'll send out in a few days the link that shows, or I'll update the platform in a few days with all the things that you need to upload. I'll probably do that on Sunday the 28th. So by Monday the 29th, anyone who wants to get started can go ahead and get started, and we can go ahead and knock this whole tax season out. Something I want to remind everyone, I need to remind you this all the time, is to please only send me your tax documents and other sensitive information. Only send it to me within the secure tax portal, not to email, not to text message, only within the secure tax portal. That way I keep you safe and I keep me safe. And hopefully we can all stay out of the hands of people who would like to do us all wrong. All right. So that's that. Um, Things are pretty much the same as they were last year in terms of appointment days. You can make appointments on pretty much Tuesday, Friday, Saturday are my basic appointment days. But you can contact me. You can contact me via email and text anytime, and I'll respond as soon as I can. You can dialogue with me using your about your sensitive information through the tax portal anytime, and I'll respond to that as soon as possible. But in terms of us actually making a connection where we are talking on the phone or meeting online, those all need an appointment. And so we're ready to schedule those. We're ready to get this year over and done. I'm looking forward to seeing and talking to you all and catching up with you, and to see how things have gone over the year. Um, I want to respond to a question asking if I'm accepting new clients this year. I will accept a few new clients. They need to be basically virtual clients, meaning I have a few clients who are elderly or disabled, so I visit them in their home. I won't be taking any more of those on. So any new clients need to be ones who can pretty much work with me virtually, or who can make it to Tracy to the in-person appointment on those appointment days. So I'll take a few, and I think that's it. I really just wanted to say hello, and I had something prepared to say, but it took me so long to get my live stream going that I kind of forgot. some of the points I wanted to make, I kind of lost my way. So anyway, that's all. I think that's it for now. Okay. So you guys, let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this. All right. And let's really try to get everything in and not have to file any extensions. Remember that an extension is not an extension to pay. It's only an extension to file. I know it sounds weird, but if you owe as of April 15th, that tax bill is due April 15th. And just because we file an extension doesn't give you until October 15th to pay. Penalties will start accruing. I'm sorry, interest will start accruing on the day after April 15th. What you miss by filing for an extension is you miss the penalty of not filing. So there's a penalty and there are interest charges and fines and interest charges. So we file when someone needs to file an extension and we file that extension, it just makes it so that you don't have to pay the penalty for not filing at all. But any taxes that were actually going to be due will be due, and interest will start accruing as of April 15th. So April 15th is the tax deadline this year. I've got all my tax dates listed on my website. And actually, that was one of the things I wanted to share was those tax dates. I did want to share what those tax dates are. So I'm going to go ahead and share that. It's a good thing I kept talking. I feel like I'm just rambling, but so here we are on my website. I'm going to go over to tax services. Right at the top, there's an image that has some important dates, but I've also put them down in the body of the message, which is letting you know virtual appointments are available. Virtual, when I say phone and virtual appointments are available on Tuesday evenings, Fridays, and Saturdays during the tax season. In-person appointments, there's 2 Saturdays and 1 Friday. The 2 Saturdays that we're scheduled for is Saturday, February 24th and March 16th. And then the 1 Friday is April 5th. The Saturday appointments are more in the daytime, early in the daytime. I think it's like 10 to 3 or something like that. And then the Friday appointment starts midday and goes into early evening, so that you can maybe work a half. If you're in the Bay Area, you work in the Bay Area. Maybe you can work a half a day if you need to come out to Tracy or come on the tail end. Just remember, traffic coming out here is a bear. So I'd recommend you try and do it on a Saturday, if at all possible. Senior pickup day for those who are on my approved list of seniors who I come to you and pick up. That will be on Friday, March 1st, and we do need to establish a location that's usually in your home or someplace private and safe. For some of you who have been around for a while, who I used to meet up in Starbucks and Panera and places like that, it's just gotten too dangerous to do that. So we do not do those anymore. But senior pickup day is Friday, March 1st in the Oakland area. The last day to submit your documents to me for an on-time filing is April 16th. And that includes all of your documents, not piecing in one little piece at a time. All of your documents and all of the questionnaires and all the information that's needed should be into me by April 6th. I may have questions I need to ask you as I work on your file, but everything should be in by April 6th. My plan is to have all taxes filed and all extensions filed by April 13th, which is a Saturday. And then the tax deadline is the 15th. Now, I want to have them filed by the 13th, but I do have to go in to my day job. I do have to go and do some things for my day job on April 13th. So let's not push it to that deadline. All right. And then if you happen to file for an extension, which I hope most of you don't, people who may have to file for an extension are people with a situation where you have investments or things like that, because we can't file those early. And I'm in that group. I can't file early. I have to get an extension because certain documents are not ready in time. So everyone else, let's try and get them filed by the 15th. Let's not make, if you don't have if you owe and you don't have the money to pay, let's not make that the reason why we don't file on time. Because like I said, the payment is still due on April 15th. But for those of you who do, for whatever reason, if we need to file one, then we do. You do file need to file an extension. The extensions are good until October 15th. Um, the so yes, they're due on October 15th. So the tax deadline is April 15th. Then if you get an extension, that is until October 15th. And I will be taking a break from taxes from April 16th till June 16th. So if we don't get your taxes filed on time, if we don't get them filed on the April deadline, that means you're going to accrue interest for at least 2 months, because I won't be back doing taxes until after June 16th. Two months will have passed before we're back at it again. All right. So if you do file an extension, let's not wait until October to wrap those up. All right. In terms of getting your documents to me, you have the same options online via Intuit Link. Is a secure portal. Again, reiterating, no emails, no text messages with your tax documents. You can also send it by fax. Intuit Link is more secure than fax. It is, of all the options, it is the second most secure way to get your documents to me. The other way to get your documents to me is in person. That is the first most secure way to get your documents to me, in person on one of my 3 days that are available. And then finally, another way to get your tax documents to me is by mail. And if you're sending documents by mail, please only mail copies. Do not mail originals. If your originals get lost in the mail, you're going to have to go back to all of the people and all the places that sent you tax documents and try and gather those up again. And we just don't want to do that. So send them by mail. I suggest you send them with a signature, delivery upon receipt, and tracking, because these are some very important documents. Again, the most secure ways are Intuit Link and in person. Those are the most secure ways. Virtual meetings, the appointment schedule for virtual meetings is updated and ready to go. Not everyone needs to meet. If you're someone I've been doing your taxes for a long time, your situation really hasn't changed. You don't have questions for me. You don't want to just chat. I'm always open to chat if you just want to take an appointment to chat on topic, not just random. If you just want to come in and talk, you want to talk about some things you have coming up and you want to plan for those, that's fine as well. You can make that appointment. But if you feel like you don't need an appointment, you don't have to make one. But you can go ahead and book that appointment right here through this page. And this page just gives you a description of the appointment types and what kind you should be making. I also list my cancellation fees. I have to thank you all, because last year was the first year when I actually published cancellation fees. And that's because in the years prior, I had several people schedule appointments and then miss them. And it ended up costing me money. So I had to put some cancellation fees in place to prevent that. And I have to say, I had no cancellations. I had some people that were late, but they did call and say, I'm on my way, I'm sitting in traffic. And that's completely understandable. So I want to thank you for that. But this page does highlight and outline what kind of appointments you can make and should make, and what the what's included in that, and what the cancellation or the late fee is if you cancel or are extremely late. And again, if you're late, and I have a client that's coming behind you, you still you don't get to push into their time. If you're late, that just means your appointment is shorter. All right. Each of these, you can click on them to go to directly to that appointment type, or you can click here, and then this is where you will end up to actually select which type of an appointment you need. And when you click on the appointment type and then scroll down, it will show you which days are available. So that was in-person drop-off. In-person are only on February 24th. So you see that's all that's open. And the other one is on March 16th. That's the only one that's open. And the other one is on April 5th. So depending on what you select, if you select one of the virtual appointments, you'll see more options. You'll see a lot more days for appointments. I do anticipate my schedule is going to fill up pretty quickly, so I recommend you not wait around to make an appointment if this is something you want. All right, so that is it. I look forward to seeing you. I look forward to seeing you and chatting with you and catching up and to getting everything taken care of. Until then, take care and let's do this.